Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? Happy New Year, the first new comic book day haul live stream of the year. Anxious to get started? Missed last week? Let's go. How's it going everybody? Lorenzo here again, back in the comic cave. It's still cold and freezing, but at least the streets melted. We can get around now. Man, last week we had like over a foot of snow and sub-zero, well, sub-freezing temperatures. And when that happens out here, things just come to a halt. Nothing moves. So I literally couldn't even get out of the house. But now everything's defrosted. And I was able to get to the shop to get comics. But as it turns out, a lot of stuff didn't come in. We still kind of cut off here on the West Coast from the supply chain and all that stuff. So, hey, Nikki, how's it going? Glad to see you. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you. And so there was no Marvel, no DC. In fact, no Marvel. Frank told me the Marvel stuff coming in probably next week, I guess. There's some that came in this week, but it's like from maybe 2 weeks ago because my comic shop is running slow with their shipments too. Everything west of the Mississippi is just all mucked up. I don't know how you guys in the Midwest and the East Coast are doing, but things are moving pretty slow out here. So there's a couple of things of consequence that came in from my comic shop on last week's shipment. Was this Nightwing number 87, I think it's 87, cover B, the Jamal Campbell cover, with the adorable picture of him and his dog and everything. I pre-ordered that, so that was like 30% off cover price, which is a great thing about my comic shop that I've mentioned before. Also, there's this X-Men number 9 cover B, which is the adamantium cover, adamantium foil variant, and these were I got a pretty good deal on these too. These were like $3.19, I think, because they say they were VF, but they look fine. I mean, upon initial inspection, they look pretty good. And I ordered a couple of them. These are still going like $12 on eBay. So I got a couple of copies of those. I think I may have a couple more coming in too at that price. So I just couldn't resist. And the last thing of note is this copy of Strange Academy number 14, which is the first appearance of Scott. What is that character that they visit in the future? It slips on mind at the moment, but the first appearance of this character is in this book, and I think this is my second copy. This is like a VF copy also, which was less than cover price, so couldn't turn that down. So that's it. Got a really good shipment coming next. It'll probably be like maybe a week and a half, maybe before that gets here. The way it's going now, but it's a really good shipment coming from my comic shop next time. It's pretty big and a lot of sweet deals in there. So, moving on to the stuff I got from this week's. Interesting. I think life was never meant to exist in the West. We weren't supposed to move west of the Mississippi. We got all these mountains and volcanoes and crevasses and canyons and stuff out here. And stuff it's just hard stuff to travel. That's just my answer. And once the weather gets bad, you get forest fires and you get all kinds of stuff like that. So I don't know. I could be exaggerating, but there's something that's always slowing stuff down out here, I should say. There's my comic sign. What's up, man? What's up, Circumstances? Good to see you, man. And from the comic shop this week, which I didn't get anything last week, so even though I got 2 weeks worth of stuff, I still stayed pretty close to budget because I only got like maybe 12, 13 books. So no Marvel, no DC. So this is by far the most indie of all the indie comics and reviews comics hauls ever. And that's probably a good way to start the year off. This is super indie. Nothing but indie books from beginning to end. So starting off, I found this copy of Letter 44 number 1. It's a reprint. I didn't know that this could have been around for a while, but I know they had a reprint of this like for $1. So I picked that one up, which was a pretty doggone good. I found the number 2 in their dollar bin a couple weeks ago, so now I can finally read that. Hey, what's up, Sleeper Reader 666? Good to see you, man. And also, I was kind of on the fence about this book out on AWA, but I saw copy number 3 or issue number 3 in the store, so I went ahead and subscribed to it. It's only 2 more issues left. So you got me out. I mean, I'm not going to quit in the middle of the series. It has been pretty good, so I've been enjoying it. Might as well sub to it. So I'm in for out. And also this week, Basilisk Number 6, which I was also on the fence about. The last issue kind of convinced me to stick around for further issues. This is pretty good. Cullen Bunn's one of my favorite writers. So I'll see what happens in this issue here. Oh, I've been catching up on my reading, but I'm still behind on a lot of stuff. So Buckhead came out. It looked like it might be a good series. I don't know, has anybody read that? I don't know, but I didn't want to, in case it is a good series, I don't want to miss. It seemed like it might be, and it's from Black Box, Boombox, excuse me, Boombox, which they have some good stuff. So I picked up Buckhead number 2. Hopefully number 1 is pretty good. I think it might be. Huh. I bet you read number 3 too. Out. I got to check that out, but probably number 3 will convince me that I'll be all in. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it anyway because its first 2 issues were good enough. Also from Aftershock, Bylines in Blood. This looks like it might be interesting. This is a former journalist, and she's uncovering some stuff about the government, I want to say. And this is in a reality where the politicians just totally determine the reality. And does this sound familiar to anyone? So this I guess is an exaggeration of the reality that we live in now. And this Aftershocks have been coming out with some really good books. So this is probably a contestant for the review, which is going to be returning very soon. Also, Apache Delivery Service. This, I think, is the B cover. This is from Dark Horse. I have the A cover ordered. I pre-ordered it, so that's going to be coming my next shipment from my comic shop. This is the B cover from that series. I forget the premise of this. I think it may be Vietnam War related, but it's also from Matt Kent, so can't be too bad. That's right, Damien. Keep it in indie. It's indie. This is actually my goal at some point to be only indie. If not for DC, I was making so many damn good books. I would probably be indie already. Right now, I only buy Marvel just for the covers. So and just maybe for a wee bit of spec. But I really read a lot of Marvels, so very close to being all indie right now. And I miss Ice Cream Man from last week. Damon, I know you like this story. I can't wait to read this. You talked about it on the coffee show. This is a really cool cover. This is the A cover, I want to say. Ice Cream Man has been awesome. Only comes out once in a while, but when it does come out, it is a great read. And the guys, thank God, saved a copy of, as it turns out, I pre-ordered this copy of this book also from my comic shop, but I often forget. But thank God they ordered one for me, or they held one for me from last week. So Stray Dogs, Dog Days, I think this is a 2-issue or maybe a 1-shot. So I'll be able to read this book finally. Always good stuff from those creators over there. Yes, I will absolutely let you know what's happening with Buckhead. It seems interesting though. I like the blurb I read about it in previews. Also, what I'm subbing to is Nita Hawes' Nightmare Blog. This has been a surprise. This could have been this was one of the books that could have been on one of my best books of the year. But there's so many good indies out there. And it's only the 3rd issue just now. So I think I think this is something right here. One of the most underrated series is Philadelphia. This is a spinoff of that. This is something right here that you need to watch out for if you're not reading this already. Also this week, new is Two Moons, which has been keeping up the good work on this series. The native individual who fought with fought for the Union on the side of the Union during the Civil War, and his battle with his identity, and also with supernatural forces that are manifesting themselves. This has been a great read so far. And this has been so. I think I talked about this maybe 3 weeks ago. It was coming out, and it finally came out. And turns out I pre-ordered this also, so the A cover for this will be coming in. But I like this of all the non-incentive covers. I like this one the best. So this was the only copy of this cover of the Noctera Blacktop Bill special. So you finally check that out. I know you're probably looking forward to this Circum. I kind of am too, to be honest. Running down the last couple of books. I'm embarrassed to say I haven't even read Hell Cop #1 yet, but I like this Will Spataccio cover. Him and Todd did the covers for this book, so I'm just a sucker for covers, and I picked it up just on the strength of that alone. Looking pretty good though. Might be a good read. And the last book of the week. I don't know how many of y'all are up on this, but this is I've had to read a lot of his stuff. I don't know if he's written anything, but I love his art. He did a cover for Batman, The Adventures Continue. I think #2. I've been trying to get, but I haven't been able to find it. It's Junie Ba and Monkey Meat. One cover for this one here. No B covers, no incentives, and it's. I'm looking forward to reading this. It's a satire of capitalism and greed and everything like that. So can't wait to read it, and it's definitely a candidate for the old reviews. So that's pretty much it that I've got for this week. Yeah. I mean, I took a look inside, and it looked very clean, but you're right, it does look kind of digital. I don't like when they use those like poser type of applications to make their art, but they can make it work. Whatever. The story is good. I'll read it. All right. So as far as next week goes, the stuff we got coming in next week. Let's see here. First, let's take a moment of silence for Luke Cage, City of Fire. Was it City on Fire? I think it's City of Fire. What the hell? What the hell? I just found out about this. Was canceled like over a month ago, but I just found out about it a couple of weeks ago. And what the hell, Marvel? I mean, it's a 3-issue series, and I saw that the writer. I mean, the scripts were finished for all 3 issues. The first issue was done. It was printed pretty much. I don't know if it was printed, but it was ready for print, and they canceled it. I mean, you couldn't find 3 issues for Luke Cage. I mean, one of your I wouldn't say one of your A-list characters, but one of my favorite characters and a legacy character. But yet you find time for Snowflake and Safe Space. You green light that. What the hell? You didn't give Luke a chance to get off the ground. It's just not fair.
Grand opening, grand closing.
For real though. I mean, it just will give a brother a break. I mean, come on, Luke Cage. And I pre-ordered this cover here. This is the B cover, I think, with Miles Morales on it. What the hell? This is why nobody likes you, Marvel. Well, that's not true, but that's why your books are starting to suck, and DC is outshining you. I mean, Marvel's doing great in the MCU, but DC is by far making the best comic books. So that's all for the soapbox. But I just had to vent about that. I mean, come on. I was looking forward to this series, and now it ain't gonna happen. Anyway, moving on. Daredevil, The Woman Without Fear, a Chip Zdarsky joint. This is a three issue 3-issue limited series, But they green like that. I mean, but I'm sure it'll be fine with shipping it. But God, I mean, I just can't let it go of it. I don't know what's going to happen after this series. I don't know who's going to be. Will there be 2 Daredevils? Will it be? I don't know. Will they kill off Matt Murdock? I mean, who knows? Probably not. Since he's going to be coming to the MCU, probably not. But who knows? I mean, looking forward to it, but can't really tell. I hear you. The paper quality is garbage. It's just toilet paper. And because they know that we'll buy anything, with these legacy characters that we love on them. It's just so sad. Yeah, Luke Cage indeed. Heck yeah. Luke Cage. Free Luke Cage. All right. Bloodstone. And this tie in with the death of Doctor Strange. I said I wasn't gonna get any of these, but this has a first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone's sister, and Elsa Bloodstone's all the rage right now. So maybe I will pick up a copy of it. I don't know. I mean, once again, only for speculation or cover purposes. Maybe. I'm sure it's a young character, so it'll probably be a big thing. So I'll probably go with it. I don't know if it'd be as big as the Miss Minutes cover of Timeless, which, my God, it's like, unless you want to pay, like, it's going up about a second. That's something that came out of nowhere. I was looking for that. It's just impossible to find. And there's the concept cover of said character. What's her name? Something Bloodstone. Yeah, whatever. Lyra Bloodstone. Yeah. So this could be a thing. Who knows? You could cover your bets and just pick up a copy of it if you're not a Marvel reader, or if you are a Marvel reader. Hey, what's up? Next, DC is coming out with the Joker. I think this is number 11, I want to say. So the cover on this one is really nice. It'd probably be, if I could find this cover, I would probably get it. But that would be the only reason I would buy the Joker. But it's a great series, but I just can't. I just have to cut down on stuff, and I don't know. I'm just not going to do it. This I'll probably pick up. I did like Batgirl's number 1. He was kind of slow moving, but the art, Jorge Corona's art, is just so beautiful in this. From the me you love in the dark, he just knocked it out of the park. So beautifully, and this series is going the same way. So I'm on with Batgirls for a while. Plus, I like the Batgirls. I like the characters. So I'll probably be on with that for a little bit. And it's still a regular price book, so that's nice. The Good Agent is something I just didn't have room in the budget for. To be honest, so many series. It's very good. The first issue I read, I loved it. But it's in a kind of a numbers game as far as crunches go. So I'll probably pick up. I say most definitely pick up the trade once this comes out. The next issue of this one is coming out. I think it's going to number 10. So this one it's going to be a little bit before it gets to the end of that series. Department of Truth returns. This is a Tinian thing that I'm just down with from the start, and will probably be with for the duration. So that's something pretty cool. Scorched. I was not up on this. Maybe some y'all that read more Spawn stuff would know about it. But this is a new team featuring Spawn, She-Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, and some other characters. So this may be the first. They liken it to like an Avengers type of book for the Spawn universe. This could be something to keep an eye on. There's a few different covers for this too that I like. This is, I think, the Capullo cover. This, I forget the name of the artist on this one, but this is a pretty cool cover. Is that Nikki? Oh, okay. You know what's happening with that. I'll definitely check this out. It looks like it's going to be interesting. This is a very cool cover. And this is one of the limited covers. This is the limited cover, I should say. I think one in maybe only a few hundred. And this is probably going to be off the chain right here. This is going to be really hard to find. But it's a very, very nice cover by the Todd father himself. And then there's the sketch cover, which I think is also a Capullo cover. Very Capullo. Yeah, the sketch covers looks very. You can see all that detail before it's inked. That's awesome. Stillwater. All right. Oh, this is something. I don't know if it's wrapping up. Number 12 is going to be ongoing. But even though I did technically drop this book, it is a really good book. But it was getting a little off track for me. I'll probably still check this out just to have closure on the whole series, at least on this arc of the series. So they'll be coming out next week. And this is for you, Circum. You know, Billy the Kid number 4 is coming out. I have not been able to find this book. I'll probably look on eBay for it, but my comic shop, I did a search for it. They do not have it. Not even secondhand copies of it. So, and my comic shop, forget about it. In fact, neither comic shop where I am has this book. So, I know you're raving about it, and it seems like it's interesting, and so I would love to check this out. But Billy the Kid number 4 is coming out, so I know you're all over that. And I said I wasn't going to buy this book, and I had a chance to. I was on Comics Elite that sells a lot of Bad Idea comics, and I did buy Pirate Queen number 3, which was discounted. I got a sweet discount haul from Comics Elite coming up pretty soon. I got trade for 70% off. They were having a sale, and I'll unbox that at some point too. But I said, the whole $10 and 5 weeks in a row, they did lower the price to $8 or whatever for the following issues. But still, the first one was so hard to get, and I was just still not going to buy it. But just for those of y'all who are interested in buying it, this is coming out. I know it's right in your wheelhouse. I know. I was thinking about you when I saw it. And Maniac of New York, Brooklyn is Burning, I think is the name of this series. I missed number 1. I can probably pick it up somewhere else. But I've heard nothing but good things about this series too. The first series was good. I just missed out on the second one. Just got mixed up and lost in the shuffle. But I'll probably try to find number 1 to read it and pick this one up too. It looks like this could be something that could be a franchise here. Next, this is from Behemoth. Quad. Quad is a story of, I think, this woman who's, I think, an engineer in an apocalyptic future where everything just crashed and burned, the economy, the infrastructure, and her cat are just roaming this landscape, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it's the art. I think the same person that does the cover is doing the interior art as well. So this could be something I might want to check out. But he makes really great looking books, and most of them are pretty good reads too. So I'll probably at least see if I can find this, because this is kind of I don't know. It's kind of a common theme, the apocalypse and all that. There's some good apocalypse books, but you just kind of read them out, weed them out, I should say. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's like they're trying to be the superior hoodie of comic books or something, making it hard for people to get stuff. I think that'd be the other way. I mean, I understand scarcity, but you don't have to make it impossible for folks to get it. Distorted. This is a story, I think 3 people in a future of not in a future, in a reality where there are no superheroes, but these kids have like superpowers, and they think that their belief is that like, this is some kind of a curse. It's something that that is not to be looked on as a positive thing, and it's from Scout Comics, and Scout has a lot of really good books. They're really overlooked. I mean, they make some stuff like the Black Caravan is more of a dark label, a dark content label. But there've been some good books coming from. In fact, the Recount is a Scout book. So yeah, I'm looking for that. I'll probably try to find this as well. Speaking of Black Caravan, this is what is this? Tales Told in Techno Horror, Season 2. I think this may just be one book, even though it says Season 2. So it's like they do like one issue. They did another issue last year. They have some really good horror books. As a Staple Spine would do. I don't think he's a Staple Spine Horror-gon. He's not watching today, but he probably will love this book because they make really good horror books over there at the old Black Caravan. I did read the number 1 of this book, Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer from Boom Studios. And it looks like Buffy is like an older woman. She still hasn't lost her step all the way, and she's like, I think she's mentoring a younger Slayer, which is the whole I think the theme of this series. First issue was pretty good, so if you're a Buffy fan, I was never really a big Buffy fan, but if you are a Buffy fan, this is worth a read. And coming down to the end here, it's this title called Rain. It's also from Image, and in this reality, all of a sudden this apocalyptic event happens where it starts raining like these nail-like shards, and like everyone that is not in cover when this happens just gets like torn to bits. So this it could be good or it could not be that great. I'm kind of like waiting to see on this. I probably will take a chance and just read the first issue to see if it's good. And then there's some variant covers, and this is one of my favorite ones here. This is one of the variants. So this is kind of like, you have to have like an adamantium umbrella to go out in the rain like this, but if you just want to get your tongue pierced on the cheek, that might be the thing to do. So that's all for next week's books. Hopefully next week I'll be able to get at least some of the books that I'm due. Probably not any Marvel, but that's okay. I'll be just doing an all indie review or an all indie haul, which is fine. And that's it. So thanks to everybody who stopped by on the stream. Thanks to everyone who's watching on the replay. And you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love.